Greetings friends, RevDMQ here. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you've all had a wonderful Easter and Passover. I'm making a quick video about Battlefield 2018 and what my hopes are. I'm incredibly excited about this next title, and so I just thought I'd make a quick video. But before I jump into it, I did want to give a little plug. I want to shout out to Just Frags, who gave me the thumbnail for this video. He did a great job. He does great artwork. Check him out on Twitter. Go to @JustFrags. He's got great stuff. And then also on Twitter, if you look at me on Twitter, RevDMQ later this week, I'm in Kansas City, Missouri right now, and I'm going to be going to the World War I Memorial tomorrow. So I'm going to have pictures of memorabilia and paraphernalia from World War I. And I'll be posting some pictures on Twitter later this week. But let's jump into the video. Here are the 5 things I would like to see in Battlefield 2018. First, I know there's a lot of hype about the possibility of a World War II shooter, but if I'm honest, the big thing I want to see is a modern shooter. I want to see a return to the modern warfare, to the modern weaponry, the modern gadgets, the things that we've got now. I'd like to see like 1980s to a present or very near future. I don't want a futuristic title, but I want something that's modern day, because I think the weapon variety and the weapon attachments are something that I've missed in Battlefield 1. Yeah, I know we've had a lot of prototype weapons, and it's been really cool to see the historical aspect of these World War I weapons. That's been great. But I think a present modern shooter, a lot of the weapon attachments and the different types of grips and then the ammos and the skins and all that stuff, it just makes it exciting. It allows for more unlocks, I feel like. And the other thing is, I think a modern shooter would bring better vehicles. The vehicular gameplay is something I've really missed from a Battlefield title. Battlefield 1 has done fine with it, but I miss Jeeps, I miss helicopters. Give me my mini choppers that I can just rip people apart with. And I'd like to see more gadgets. I miss the gadgets from Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. The gadgets, they had this kind of goofy element to them, and they encouraged trolling, and it brought a lot of laughter. Historic shooters are great, they're valuable, but over time they end up taking themselves very seriously, perhaps too seriously. And so I'm ready for some classic Battlefield memeing and trolling, like goofing around and having fun with my friends, not taking itself too seriously, which I think historical shooters tend to do. But then the other thing that I think a modern shooter would lend itself towards are those only in Battlefield moments. I want some great vehicular gameplay. I want these gadgets that make Battlefield what it is. And so the first thing, point number 1, I'd like to see a modern shooter again. Point number 2 of things I'd really desire to see in Battlefield 2018. And this might be silly, but it's very important to me. This might be the biggest one of my list, because you see, there have been too many non-veteran Battlefield people coming to the franchise that don't understand the team play meta of Battlefield, which means that I run around all too often asking my teammates for help or asking them for ammo or supplies. I want to see the Battlefield hardline mechanic of being able to grab health and ammo from my teammates. I'm happy that Battlefield is reaching a larger audience. That's great, but come on, guys, you gotta know how to play as a team. So I want to be able to grab health and to grab ammo from my teammates like I could in Battlefield Hardline. That was just such a great addition to the game, and I was so sad when they took it away. So that's point number 2. Maybe it's silly, but it's a big one to me. Point number 3 is I'd like to see a manipulatable environment again. Now, before you scrubs tell me that the destruction in Battlefield 1 is just fine, I agree with you, but I'm not just talking about destruction. I'm not just talking about a destructible environment. I like Battlefield 1's destruction more than any other game, actually. What I mean is, I want a manipulatable environment again. I want to be able to take elevators. I want to be able to turn pylons on or off, to turn lights on or off in a room. I liked Levolution on the micro scale, not so much on the macro scale, which, to be honest, would just create a bunch of lag in the server when Levolution would take place. I want those smaller interactions that I can have with the environment without just blowing it up. And so I want a manipulatable environment. And with that, I want to see those battle pickups. Not the elite classes that when you pick up, you're stuck with for the rest of that life. I want equipment that you can carry or that you could drop at will. So if I want to pick up a heavy rocket launcher, I can do that. But then if I'm going to be engaged by infantry, then I can drop it and pull out my SMG or my AR again. I want those battle pickups that just kind of introduce a fun, quirky aspect to that level or to the gameplay. So that's point number 3, manipulatable environment. Point number 4 of items I'd like to see in the Battlefield franchise for 2018 are battle perks. We had those in Battlefield 4 and we had them in Battlefield Hardline. I would argue that they were better implemented in Hardline than in Battlefield 4, but I want to see these battle perks, not specializations. Battle perks, a la Battlefield Hardline and Battlefield 4. When you and your squad play together, you get special benefits. I want to see this again. And I liked how it was implemented in Hardline, where you could choose between 2 separate perks. That encouraged team play. I feel like the specializations for Battlefield 1A were implemented way too late in the game for anybody to really care about them. And B, don't do a good enough job of encouraging you to play with your team. And let's not even talk about the afflictions, because those do not encourage team play at all. So I want to see those battle perks again that encourage me to communicate and work with my team like they used to. And now point number 5. Don't crucify me, but I may be one of the few Battlefield veterans who actually wants to see a Battle Royale game mode in Battlefield, or a DICE-developed, Frostbite-built Battle Royale game. Because, if I'm honest, I don't believe we have yet to see a really polished and finished Battle Royale game from a major developer. Yeah, we've got H1Z1. I'm on PlayStation 4. I've not played that. We've got PUBG. We've got Fortnite. But the truth is, these are still unfinished. These are games that are not fully developed, and there are unbelievable server errors. You can hardly get on PUBG right now and get a good frame rate. Fortnite, the meta is changing so quickly, and so many people are playing. They don't have the servers that can handle the traffic. I feel like those games are not polished, they're not finished, and honestly, the mechanics of a DICE-developed game are just unmatched in any first-person shooter. So I'd want a first-person Battle Royale game mode, which Battlefield would be great at, and I think a DICE and Frostbite-built Battle Royale game mode with Battlefield mechanics and Battlefield team play would be the most epic Battle Royale game ever developed. I think you could introduce the kits like we see in a normal Battlefield game, incorporate those into a squad mode where you and your teammates, each person only gets to play as one kit. And so that encourages, once again, team play with Battlefield. And it doesn't have to be a 100-man Battle Royale or stupid 300-man Battle Royale like we're seeing on some of these games these days. You could do a 64-man Battle Royale game mode, which would be super fun. And I think Battlefield could introduce Battle Royale across their franchises, bring in the best maps from their best games, and do a Battle Royale game mode out of those. And I think part of this is stop with the smaller game modes that no one plays. Don't put in supply drop or domination or stuff like that. Focus on 4, 5, maybe 6 major game modes, but limit it. Do half the game modes, but do them right. Do Conquest, do Rush, do Frontlines, do Battle Royale, maybe 1 or 2 more, but that's it. But focus on those team-based game modes. And I think Battlefield 2018 would be the most epic Battlefield game we've ever seen. So guys, what do you think? Am I full of it? Is this completely wrong, or do you think I'm spot on with some of these? I want a modern shooter. I want to be able to grab health and ammo from my teammates. I want to be able to manipulate the environment. I want those battle perks back, and I want a battle royale. So leave a comment below. Give it a thumbs up if you agree, if you like the video. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. And once again, I want to give a shout out to Just Frags for the thumbnail. Check him out on Twitter, see what he's doing. He's got great work. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I will catch you all in the next one.